Hey, here's with genuine thanks and heartfelt appreciation for the best wishes and the kind words of friends, colleagues, and clients that I had the privilege to associate with during my 43 years and 11 days in the Canadian employee benefits industry. Whoa, that was a lot of weeks. And speaking of weeks, this is week 10 of the next 1,000 week leg of my journey. And Coral and I just rolled back into home base from a little adventure that we had over the past weekend.
When I say we jog now. Okay? So jog your horse. Hold his face, hold his face, hold his face. Don't pull your hands down. Where did my girl just go? We got a brand new girl going this way again? No. If you pull those hands down, you are screwing everything up.
Now, to be sure, this adventure was just a tad tamer than many of the adventures that we enjoyed over the past 1,000 weeks. Now, as I contemplated my transition, I was reminded of the words my dad said to me that spring afternoon in 1971 when I announced to him that I was going to be leaving high school forever. The first thing he said to me was, "Howard, Kettners don't quit things. Kettners start things. So Howard, what are you starting?" And the rest of that chapter of the story was about how my dad backed me to buy a building lot and start construction and take a spec home right through to completion over the course of the next couple of years. What a great adventure. So here's your invitation to adventure along with me over the next 1,000 weeks. And as you hear me making these references to 1,000 weeks, I gotta share that this is the inspiration of this book, where the author essentially frames humankind's journey as a 4,000 week adventure. I'm going to paste a link in down below, and I'd invite you to read it again, and think about the message and how it can create a bigger, better future for your next 1,000 weeks. It certainly changed mine. This 1,000-week leg of my journey formally started about 10 weeks back when I turned 68. Now, if you're just a little bit intrigued by how woodworking, sawmilling, RVing, skiing, backpacking, hobby farming, did I say property reno in there somewhere, all fits together into Coral's and my journey, hey, you know what? We'd definitely just love to have you along for the ride. We keep posting things out to our little YouTube channel, and you can jump on there. Just do a quick and easy search for either 82 Maple or Howard Kettner, and we'd love to have you journey with us, putting in your comments all the way along. At very least, you'll be alternately amazed and amused by my frequent missteps and blunders as I wander into areas where I have no background training or experience, but yet engage in some pretty interesting projects, or as grandson Lenny refers to them, Gramps Progies. What are we working on today?
A project.
Yeah, a progy. You're also going to be amazed at just how many sawmill blades I can destroy in a single day as I bump into bolts, nails, fence staples in some of the logs that I end up putting onto my sawmill deck. So, there'll be all of that and a whole lot more. But coming back into the present, this is week 10 of this journey, which means I have 990 weeks to go. And I plan to live those weeks with great intentionality. And speaking of intentionality, as I started out this morning, it was with the intention of putting these 8 fingers and 2 thumbs to work on a little block of maple that I've got sitting on my sawmill deck. And if you want to see the end result of what happens with that maple, hey, maybe one day you'll be visiting the Kelowna area here where I'm located, and you'll drop in on Craft Brewery, which is where daughter Kelsey works. So one last thing for now. Until you get a chance to order and read this book, hey, I challenge you this week. Live this week with great intentionality to make it the very best week you can for you and for those close to you. Thanks again. Here's with gratitude for being part of my journey. May our paths cross often.